Aces fans, today we're honoring perhaps the greatest team in the storied history of Evansville basketball as we welcome back the undefeated 1964-65 National Championship team to celebrate their 50th anniversary of that title. The University of Evansville and Aces Athletics. Today with us, the Purple Aces, led by legendary Hall of Fame head coach A-Rad McCutcheon, finished with a perfect 29-0 record, capping the season with an overtime victory over Southern Illinois in the national championship game played at Roberts Stadium. Later this spring, the 1964-65 team will be inducted as a team into the UE Athletics Hall of Fame. At this time, please direct your attention to the main video board for a video honoring the 1964-65 Purple Aces.
I like to think of us being sort of psychologically unique in a way. Number one, I mean, how many teams have two first-team All-Americans on their starting five? So, you know, there was the talent there. But what I remember more than anything was we were a team that did not rely on emotion. You know, it was more like a combination of pride and a combination of a willingness to do what was necessary. The year before, we played a platoon system. There was Jerry Sloan at the hub of the team, and then two groups of four guys that played as a platoon. So we came together as a starting five, but not had really played together as a starting five. So it was almost like we knew we were good, but in a sense we were a new team trying to find our own chemistry to begin with. We started off with the University of Iowa, and you know, we didn't defeat them handily, but we defeated them solidly. And the same with Northwestern, our second game. And then Notre Dame was actually ranked pretty high in the nation and ended up beating them by 8 or 9 points. And that was, if you will, psychologically a turning point, because at that point I think we realized we could play with anybody. And I remember Coach McCutcheon after that game saying that that was his biggest thrill of his coaching life, not the Notre Dame game per se, but the Iowa and Northwestern and Notre Dame game. Bing, 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 bing. Southern Illinois snuck up on us when they came here mid-season. They were our only two real challenges during the whole year. It was daunting in the sense that we knew it was the championship game, and we were 28-0 at that point, and everything was on the line. So there was like a awesome sense about it. But once on the court, it was another game. The only time during the game I felt a clutch in my chest was about midway through the second half. They got an 8-point lead on us. But I remember we got the ball down the court, got the ball into Humes, he scored. I don't remember exactly it went, but it's like almost like Larry scored 3 out of the next 4 baskets. And the next thing we knew, we were tied with them. Well, there was the opening tip, and it went towards our basket, and there was a scramble, and Sloan grabbed it and threw it down to Sam, and he laid in a layup. But the next time we got the ball down the court, we got the ball to Larry in the center section, but he went to his left and he threw up like a 15-foot hook shot. And I remember being out on the guard position, getting ready to yell, "No!" And dang if he didn't, you know, slide it off the glass and into the basket. So now we're up 4. And then it was like kind of trading baskets. You know, we got up to 5, 6, and it was a matter of holding on.
Ball in the air. Good again. There it is, 1 second. Aces, national champions, undefeated. Aces.
It's really wonderful to say we were 29-0 and won the NCAA championship.
Fans joining us today are 2 cheerleaders, an assistant coach, and 13 of the 17 members of the 1964-65 squad. After being introduced, each member of the team will be presented with a special commemorative copy of the book, The Undefeated Season, the newspaper story of the 1964-65 Evansville College Purple Aces basketball team by Director of Athletics, Mark Spencer. Unable to be with us today are Rick Kingston and Don Jordan, and the late Ron Eberhard and the late John O'Neill. At this time, we would like to introduce the 1964-65 Evansville College Purple Aces. Cheerleaders, Karen Adams Dawson. And Betsy Porch Bunting. Assistant coach Tom O'Brien. Team members include Terry Atwater, Larry Denton, Jim Foreman, Ron Johnson, Gary McClary, Earl McCurdy, Jim Robush, and Bill Simpson. And here's another treat to introduce the starting five, the late, great Marv Bates.
Russ Grieger, 6'2", 175 and a senior from Fosse High of Evansville, will be at one guard. And Sam Watkins at 6'3", 190 and a junior from Louisville, Kentucky, will be at the other guard. At center, Herb Williams, 6'3", 190 and a sophomore from Centralia, Illinois. Starting at forward will be Larry Hume at 6'4", 178 and a junior from Madison, Indiana. At the other forward, Jerry Sloan at 6'6", 190 and a senior from McLeansboro, Illinois.
Ladies and gentlemen, the undefeated 1964-65 national champion, Purple Aces. Penn University of Evansville Athletics would like to wish a happy birthday to Serena Moxma. Also,